Hi guys, welcome to Brother Jay's Card Finds. Um, I did a video already for Saturday. This one's for Sunday. This is when I went to the Denver, PA card show, and I did pretty well. I don't think I spent a whole lot of money there. I'm trying to think how much exactly I spent. This was okay. I spent with the one dealer here. I spent $3 on sleeves and $1 on cards. So that was like $4. This other dealer, I spent 6. So that's 10 right there. Then I spent 11, 14. So I think I spent like 24 bucks. So that's not too bad. The funny thing is I had a lot of nickel cards of all things. I think I miscounted at the end and maybe I tipped the guy like 50 cents or something like that. But that's fine. Because I really got a good deal on the, I'll show you in a little bit. But the first card, the star cards that I got, he had them at $1.50. And some of the cards I got were, I would easily pay $1.50 for. And I only paid $1 for them actually. So we'll just start with those because that was the first guy I started buying from. First of all, he had a section that said it was Hall of Famers, and they were $1 each, $1.50 each, I believe it said. But if you bought, I don't know, something if you bought 10, you got them for $1. I don't know what it was, but I'm not even sure exactly how much I spent with this guy. But these are the Hall of Famers that I got. Now watch this. Greg Maddux rookie, Greg Maddux rookie, Greg Maddux rookie, Greg Maddux, Greg Maddux rookie, Greg Maddux rookie, Greg Maddux rookie, Greg Maddux rookie. Okay, I got a lot of those. I believe it was 8. Here's a Mike Schmidt Drake's card, which I don't believe I have. It's from 82. This is a Frank Thomas. It's a promo. As you can see on the back, it says promo. And this is pretty clean 79 Mike Schmidt. Obviously, I already have that card. But for Mike Schmidt, a clean card, I'll pay $1 for that. So, like I said, I don't remember exactly the price, but I know it was I think it was $1 a card basically worked out to be there. And those were a pretty good deal. Then he had nickel cards, which he basically thought were all commons. I guess they probably much are. But I found a lot of stuff in there I really liked. First, we'll start with this. This is all just cards I needed for my 1984 set. So we got Alan Wiggins, we got Gene Richards, and we got Juan Bonilla. And we got Mark Clear, we got Leon Durham, we have Mike Fishlin, we have Daryl Cias, who I never heard of in my life. Dave Stieb, he's actually a star, but he was with the other commons. Damaso Garcia and Pascual Perez. Now, I needed them all for my 84 set, so they will go directly in there. As far as the rest of the nickel cards, we got some Passes Alive favorites here, first of all. We got this 1986 Von Hayes. I needed that for my 86 set. You'll see I have another one just like it in a little bit, but it's an O-Pee-Chee. I needed this for my 1995 set, but even if I didn't, it's a very cool card. I like the way that looks, but I need it for my 95 set. That's probably why it was pulled out, because it was so cool. I got a J Bell metal card, which is cool. It's him in the desert. It looks like he's in the desert. And he's with Kansas City, so it says... Now, this is weird. It says Diamondbacks, but he's in a Kansas City uniform. Do you guys see that? So, it's kind of a weird one. Here's a gold card. Really nobody in particular. Taylor Buckles, but it's a gold. And it's a real old school. It's a 2002, so they used a real big gold numbering there. This one I just got just because it's oddball. Look at that. Jason Michaels with a big glove. I think that's going to go into my Passes Alive oddball card collection that I have on my wall. I don't know if I've ever actually showed it in the video, but I've taken pictures for the Passes Alive group. Here's that Von Hayes again, but it's O-Pee-Chee, like I said. Here's another Von Hayes O-Pee-Chee, 85. And here's an 84 Bill Doran O-Pee-Chee. I was on a Von Hayes kick because he had a lot of Von Hayes in the, there was the Philly section. This is clipped from a magazine. It's kind of weird that I'm starting to collect Von Hayes, but I only would pay a nickel for those. This thing's weird. I don't believe it's his rookie year. It says Rick Ankiel, and it says Alex Escobar. I looked it up already. It wasn't... I don't know what it was. I'm collecting it because it's Rick Ankiel, which is fine. Here's a Sports Illustrated for Kids of Houston Street. So for a nickel, I'll take that, especially when it's pretty... Looks like it was his rookie year there. Probably not a rookie card, but... This is a Ben Grieve rookie. This is from that draft pick set from the Stadium Club. I have a whole unopened box of those cards. I think this is one, and I don't know if I actually do have this, but I think it's one that I've needed. This is the genuine Danny Tartable rookie. This is 1985, because he has a lot of cards that people call rookies like in 1987, but he had, I think, cards in Fleer for 2 years before that. So that's his true rookie. Jose Canseco, 87 Leaf. I got that because it was Leaf. I probably already have it. All Topps Mystery Finest, Ben Grieve. I do collect Ben Grieve for some reason. I'm not sure why. I definitely collect Canseco, 90 Classic Canseco. I don't know if I have that or not. This one, I don't really collect Carlos Delgado, but this is a cool card. Look at it. Space Needle in the back. That is just a neat card, so that's why I have that one. Here's John Olerud, and that is the, oh, I forget what those things are called. Oh, you guys are going to roast me in the... No, you're not, but you guys know what they are. Sometimes my brain doesn't always function correctly. Andrew Jones at Stadium Club. I got this, and I don't know why. I probably shouldn't have. It's a Michael Harris. I guess he goes by Michael Harris II now all the time. Not Junior, I guess. It's from Heritage, and I believe it's just second year. It's not a rookie, because it's kind of neat, though, because it's foily and has a gold border. These two here are kind of different. They're 92, so I know they're not Klesko rookies, but they're from the Richmond Braves, which I thought was weird enough to keep for a nickel. And that one says prototype. This is just a regular number. But the other one just says prototype on it. Ben Sheets. Unusual card, dude. I don't know if that's his kid. I'm assuming it is. Out to the mound. That's a neat one. Here is 2005 opening day Ben Sheets. So, Gary Sheffield rookie. I mean, I have tons of these, but I figure for a nickel, why not? Here's another again, Sheffield rookie. And that is the one with the upside down SS. Here is a Prince Fielder National Baseball Card Day from Upper Deck. I think I may have this already, so it might be a nickel wasted there. Alcides Escobar rookie card. This was a last minute card. I wouldn't have grabbed this, but I was just trying to find one more card without... I got tired of going through stuff. I didn't actually go through every team like I wish I had. I could have got another 25 and I wouldn't have ripped myself off. But I don't know what I did. But whatever. This is Lance Parrish Nestle. I'm going to keep it just because it's Nestle. I don't really collect them, though. Here is a metal card with Derek Lee. He looks like he's on the moon hitting. Here is a Dave Kingman. That is a 81 Drake's card. Okay. Got a Nomo, an Ultra. I do collect Nomo, so I figured why not for a nickel. I mainly focus on his rookie year, but, you know. Felix Hernandez, that's a co-signer. I like Felix Hernandez. I believe this is a Mike Moore rookie card, so I figured I don't need it from, I'm not putting together the 83 set. I already have at least 2 complete ones. But I got this for my rookie box. I don't think I have that. Here's a Piazza. This is the Big Show. I know it's not Piazza. It's Albert Bell. Sorry. I spoke before I looked. The Big Show, Albert Bell. I know I have Frank Thomas cards like that. Here's a 75, which is off-center, but otherwise is very sharp. I don't know how well you can see, but it's in good shape. I'm going to try to pronounce his name. Billy Grabarkowitz. So there you go with that. I'm not sure what I'm doing with that, but it was just in good shape. I figured for a nickel. Here's a Lyle Overbay, some kind of weird, I don't know, card, but it is numbered. I don't know how well we can see that. We're getting a lot of reflection. Can you guys see the number? Probably not. There it is. So this is one of those all-time fan favorites, Davey Lopes. I don't know if I had that or not. Steve Garvey, 82. Don't believe I had that. This one's kind of neat. This is actually an 86 Will Clark, so that's pre-rookie. I mean, he had, you know, what do they call those? The XRCs, but yeah, this came out in 86 as well. So yeah, that's a rookie. This is a Matt Williams gold card from 94. If you know anything about Matt Williams, he killed the ball in 94. He would have put some impressive numbers up in 94 if not for the strike. So I figured just for that reason, I would take the gold. Here's a Manny. It's a good shot that I already have this. So, here's another metal, Ken Caminiti. I don't know where he is. It says San Diego. Maybe that's supposed to be the desert. I don't know. I don't know. Here's a Canseco. I believe it's 95. And it's a Gold Rush. And there's a good chance that I already have that. So, but I figured for a nickel, we'll give it a shot. That's a Juan Gonzalez, I believe. And it's one of those, what do they call those? Dark Quest? Yeah. I'm not sure which set it came out of, but we'll figure that out later. Here's a hot rookie. I had the Frank Thomas of this, but I never had a Juan Gonzalez of this. So, I mean, yeah, I'll take that. Go in my rookie boxes, as a matter of fact. Here's another Canseco. I'm finding a lot of Cansecos in these boxes. This is an O-Pee-Chee. It looks like... oh, hold on. Let me put it down so you guys can see. I think it's a 94 O-Pee-Chee. And here is a 81 Drake's George Foster. There's another guy kind of collects some 80 stuff from. Is this a George Foster as well? Yeah. Bell Bottom Basher. So there you go. And one last nickel card. This is a Don Baylor O-Pee-Chee box bottom. So that's kind of cool. So that was my nickel stuff. Like I said, I may have overpaid for some of them and gave the guy like a 50-cent tip, but, you know, whatever. And my guys who tell me they watch my videos all the time, here's your stuff. I mean, I had a chance. I could have gotten your stuff while it was $1. Guys, it's nothing against you. It's just that I am very cheap. And even though I know things were going to be picked over later, I like the fact that they were only 50 cents at that point. So I miss out on a lot of stuff, but I don't have to pay. I pay half as much. So, all right, here's what I got for these were 50 cents. I got Jackson Holiday, Bowman's Best Rookie, Jackson Churio. I don't know what that is. It's some kind of Bowman, whatever. Here's a Jesus Made, his first non. It's not the first Bowman. It's the next prospect card. Matt Wieters is a guy at PC. I can tell you guys that story real quick, I think. Matt Wieters, I was in the APA Baseball League, and I felt I needed the catcher, and I felt Matt Wieters was going to be the answer for many years to come. I traded 2 first-round picks for a higher first-round pick so I could draft him. And then, of course, we all know the rest of the story. Matt Wieters turned out to be a bust. So, but I still keep his cards just to remind me. Cade Horton, Bowman Chrome rookie. Here's a James Woods foil rookie. Dylan Cruz foil rookie. Another Jackson Churio dingers. This is a Leo DeVries. I heard he was pretty good, so I figured I'd buy that. And a Dylan Cruz rookie, Prism. So that's what I got from my buddies. I'm sorry you guys said you didn't know my name. I definitely don't know your names either. So I was not offended that you didn't know mine. And like I said, I don't know yours. I also bought this out of the they have a $3 box. And this relic was in there. I know it's marked 5. And this is of Charlie Condon. I like the fact that it had a pinstripe. So I thought that was kind of cool. So one last dealer I got a gentleman had some stuff that I've looked through many a time, but I found at least a couple things. All his stuff was half price, so this was 75 cents and this was a quarter. So you got this Griffey. This is another one of those ones that appear to be licensed. 91.50, and this is actually a Todd Helton Mini Diamond Kings from 2002, and that's numbered out of 1,000. So I think that's pretty good for a quarter. And I got these 3 bags of penny sleeves. They were pretty good deal. I mean, they were $3 for 3 packs. I mean, you don't typically get them, actually penny sleeves anymore. So I think that's what I paid. They were $3. Yep, for the 3 packs. So all right, well that's the end of that. I didn't get a whole lot at that show, you can see, but it was fun though. I spent most of my time with the nickel guy. It was a long time going through that stuff. So all right, thanks for watching.